Hello everyone, this is 41 Solstice 25, Winter Solstice 8. What's up? So today I'm going to give you a bit of an update as to stuff on the Storm server, as well as a bit of what I kind of got going on it. For starters, I have really expanded on my farming thanks to the mining world. Like, I have some cactus farming. I've kind of expanded a bit on my sugarcane farming, I guess. I have carrots, I have this going on here with cocoa beans and jungle trees. I have a variety of tree access, though I kind of need to grow some more. Otherwise this is going to be trouble. Particularly, I'm definitely going to need more jungle wood. I am very lacking in jungle wood, and getting jungle saplings is kinda horrible. They are just so uncommon that it's very impractical to just simply try to farm jungle trees, unless if you can get yourself a ton of jungle saplings first, and then, only then, would I say go for it. Otherwise you might just run out of saplings before you can really start farming them, which is not good. Like, this is basically about as much as I have left from trying to get something out of that in terms of jungle trees. It's actually the amount of saplings I managed to get out of chopping down like several smaller jungle trees and like one big one, maybe two big ones. Like, this was a ton of smaller trees, let me tell ya. That was horrible. So hopefully that kind of issue can be avoided in the future, but we'll just have to wait and see. I've been collecting up on like skeleton bones from a number of occasions. I don't recall specifically what all these occasions are, aside from some of my travels in the mining world, just to sort of collect on various materials, as well as raiding a few desert temples in the mining world, which I basically rated exactly 6 by my calculations. And by my calculations, I mean dividing the amount of TNT I got from them all by like 9. And more recently than the desert temple raiding, I was with a friend, and we found a jungle temple, and I got myself some free dispensers out of that deal, which is cool. Because, you know, free dispensers, that's perfect. Like, I love having free redstone material stuff that keeps me from having to make other stuff that I normally don't like spending my materials on to make. Like spare bows. I would also love to have spare repeaters or something from a raid, but my friend kind of got that stuff already, so I can't exactly just have that. Other than that, a lot of my going-ons around my base have been going quite well in terms of gathering of resources and maintaining them. Like, I have a ton of leather, I have a full enchanting table set up here, as well as a decent amount of books. 2 of these came from my raiding the mining world, basically. Which are actually some pretty decent ones, like this with the Unbreaking 3. The Smite is not so much good, but the protection is decent. This has Power 4 and Lure 3. I might keep this just for the Power 4, and I might just like put that on a future bow, and it will be particularly lovely. Lovely. Blah. Words. How do you work? I feel like this was basically the same as last time. Maybe the blue wool wasn't here last time. But, yeah. Actually, I know the white wool wasn't there last time. But whatever. I've also decorated this bit a bit. like sort of like a well of like water sources. So yeah, it looks a little nicer. But moving on. Yep, wrong way. My farming hasn't changed a whole lot aside from my getting a more working chicken farm. Sorry about that, my allergies were kind of off. Just something about today and last night was particularly horrible in terms of allergies. They've been freaking out like a lot, and I've just been sneezing over and over and over. It's just like, what is this? Season, what have you done to me? And the season is like, you did this to yourself, bruh. You came from the colder times. Your immune system's bad, and it's gonna throw you off as well. I'm just like, why would you do this to me? After all we've been through together. And they said, screw off. So, okay, screw off then. I'm just gonna do what I do. But yeah, just because of all that raiding, I just got this massive amount of free chests out of that deal. Although I kind of lost a few due to a recent nether accident, which is why I actually have crap armor right now on me. I used to have a feather falling 4 unbreaking 3 boots. I kind of lost those. Like, they didn't go to lava. I simply burned to death in a hole that I just half plugged up. In theory, they should still be there. So long as no one has been there for 5 minutes in their presence or anything. But, yeah. That is kinda trouble. I'm not too fond about that. Especially since I haven't decided if I'm gonna do the graveyard thing again. So, it's a number of processes in the work, and it's a lot of sorting out. Anyways, here's about half of this, I would say, is what I got from the Mining World rating, but over half of this is what I got from the Mining World rating. And half of this is what I got from the Mining World rating, and one of these is from the Mining World rating. So yeah, quite the nice resource gathering from that. So, big win, and then a bit of a loss. What? And server owner is doing stuff. Most likely testing things. A side note, welcome. A little force of habit of mine, when someone hasn't been onto a server bit that I personally have been on, and they just sort of enter it and the server says to welcome them, I welcome them. I'd like to think it's fun. What the? Oh, there's a person here. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. And, let's see. Get myself a bit hydrated more. I find that keeping myself hydrated by drinking some crap ton of water usually slows down my cold-like symptoms almost of being messed up by my allergies. I think that's actually normal. Like, water's supposed to help regulate your system. So it only makes sense if you drink more water and it starts helping you. So like if you think it's been like a little while since last time you drank water and like you're feeling like crap, you should probably drink water. It'll probably help you a lot. Just don't drink it like too frequently. And I just realized why I kind of avoided situating a little more since I last kind of logged off on the game. It's because I'm lacking food. I'm lacking food, and that is pretty bad for me. I need to resolve this. And in turn, I will be in better hands, better condition, in a surviving situation. One, two, three. Okay. That is okay enough for now. Apparently I was smelting that. I believe this was surface iron that I found in the exploration. Well, just sort of exploring the world with Vash. But, yeah. I have a lot of resource recollecting up on ahead of me, but that shouldn't be too much of an issue, I would say. For the most part, I would say I could realistically just go into the nether and just recollect on levels by quartz hunting. And then most of my real concerns are basically solved. Like, I could work on getting toward a looting sword. I could work my way back onto whatever. Like, I have the diamonds. I could basically just rebuild whatever I lose. So I'm perfectly fine in terms of materials for stuff, but I wouldn't say that means I'm in any position to really give people a lot of materials, unless if it's like something like dirt common to me. Like, what's a good example of something dirt common to me? I wouldn't just give these necessarily unless it's a certain color I dislike, say orange. Like, to me, the orange ones are like more disposable because I probably won't be using them as much. If I get more redstone, that will be a little more disposable to me. I should actually move this. Let's also move the farmables over. I feel like this will be a better call of things to do from me personally. In terms of my efficiency, like, oh, I thought that was experience for a second. I was like, when did that get there? Let's see. Actually, let's put the flowers up here. Let's also put these in here. I'm thinking nether warts should go here. Oh, I have poppies on me. Just anything practical in this chest. Yeah. Due to some stuff in RL, I had to kind of cut again, but whatever. So I guess to sort of top off my going-ons on what's going on in the video. Hang on. Let me just make sure this actually works. Nope, not yet. Well, there is supposed to be quests and stuff with NPCs, but I guess the quests were disabled for some reason for the time being. But yeah, people are even getting a hold of perk titles and such already, like shopkeeper or mechanic or engineer. One of the new things about that is that you can only have one, and they would be available through spawn after you like do some quests and get some sort of in-game points for it. Like I hope this doesn't like wait. Wait, I should be smarter about this. I'm not gonna repeat the same mistake 5 times. There. Now, there is a reason why I grabbed a cell. But yeah, there are like these NPCs all over the place. Also, pro tip for anyone new joining the server, do not, for the life of you, punch the guards. Do not punch them, they will wreck you first thing you know. And it's even worse if you pick a fight with these mages to some extent, particularly this guy. He will lightning bolt you. So it's like, don't do it. There's a chance you're gonna lose your stuff if you do something of the sort. Don't do it. Why is there a cookie up there? Anyway, this is what the new spawn is basically looking like. It's kind of rendering a little slow to me due to some amounts of lag as well as rendering issues. Might be my internet. Yeah, I think this is probably bad. I already made the grave mistake of opening my tab. Yeah, that way is probably like evil entirely. The truer essence of evil, in the sense that I will have the worst frame rate in like ever. Now the reason I grabbed this saddle is because sometimes I find horses out here that I might like. In all honesty, I don't think they're going to care too much if you snag one of the animals here. Like on the server, when it comes to wild animals, they do kind of respawn, so... Okay, we have like a butcher here. I assume this stuff is going to be like spawn shops or something by the players. So yeah, I guess that's going to happen at some point. Other than that, there seems to be a bit of road going this way and that way. But they don't seem to go anywhere yet, which is kind of disappointing. Altogether, spawn is coming along nicely. It's still kind of work in progress by the server owner. But yeah, it's kind of turning out. It's not at all too shabby. Though I really want to know where those horses went. I just wanted to see if there was any fast ones. Maybe someone finally killed them. I'm thinking more along the lines of that second one. In which case, I'm basically out of luck. And I believe this is referring to the way to the mob arena, which I never went to on foot, simply because we could just do /MA space J. Huh. So that's the last bunch of people who were in here. Also, I'm thinking maybe sometime I might try recording myself doing Mob Arena a bit. Just to kind of like show you guys what it's like. Although eventually it is going to get kind of hard to record it. Oh, I never noticed those in there. I wonder how you get in there. Something to do with these sideways, but I don't really see how you get in them. I want to say through here somehow. Or maybe it's somehow... Oh, I see. Upon gain of these things, there's these going in there, and it's a bit of a maze to find your way deep further in there. And that doesn't look too bad. I don't know what those chests do, or what's in them. These ones I also don't know what's in them. I just know if you like stuff that pressure plate there, that will open up and you can get to that chest, but I don't know if that does anything really. But yeah, that's most of what I can really tell you about Mob Arena without actually doing it. I guess back to my home. So yeah, probably expect me like showing that place off a little better sometime. So yeah, I think that's going to cover it for today. Also, while I was off camera, I basically got 2 Silk Touch picks. Like, I went to try to see if I can find my stuff lost in the Nether. I got myself 2 Silk Touch picks. I shoved the other one. That's where I shoved the other one. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments below. Other than that, I'm 41Solstice25, Winter Solstice 8, and have a good day. Bye bye.